Hello and welcome to Having Fun with Circuits. So this is the first day of activity. So this is day one of your activity box. And so we're going to talk just a few minutes about circuits. I'm going to introduce our topics for each day. I won't spend very long introducing the topics because I know you all really want to play with this and you don't want to talk about it. You want to be about it. So let's just talk about what we're going to work with. You have some a variety of LED lights that came in your kit. You also have a 3 volt battery, and then there are some handouts. So I'm just going to talk about a paper circuit, a basic circuit for a second. A basic circuit is a circuit that usually has a bulb, there's a battery or a power source, and an on and off switch. And these lines indicate the way that current flows. So current flows from the battery or from the power source to the bulb to light it. And then there's an on and off switch. So we're going to do some basic circuits and just talk about how circuits work. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to test to make sure that your light sources, that your LED diodes work correctly. So if you look at your diode, there's a long leg and a short leg. The long leg is always going to be your positive, and then the short leg is your negative. And if you look at your battery, you have a positive side of your battery, and that's your negative side. So the texture side is your negative. The positive side is indicated with a plus sign. So we're always going to match for a LED. We're always going to match the positive side with the positive side of the battery. So the long leg goes on the positive side of the battery, and as you can see, the short leg goes on the other side, the texture side, which is the negative side. Positive and negative, we match them. And that is really a simple circuit. So we know this battery works. We know the light works. So let's just check everything out. I like to double check everything before I get started with my experiments. Again, we have a long leg and a short leg. And we're just going to straddle the battery. And there we go. It lights up. It's a simple circuit. Very simple circuit. And then this battery, this LED, you all have a couple of these in your kit, and you'll be surprised because they look like they're clear, but actually they glow different colors. All right. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to have you all do is you're going to set up your own paper circuit. So I'd like for you also have this in your kit. You have a few strips of conductive wire. This is copper, conductive tape. This is copper tape. And so what I'm going to have you do is you have a paper circuit diagram. So you're going to tape off your circuit just like your diagram suggests, right? So you're going to tape off your circuit so it looks just like this. Make sure that you take your fingernails and you go along your circuit and you make sure there's no bubbles. Because if there's bubbles in there, guess what? The electricity won't flow. So you need to make sure there's no, when you put your tape on, you take your nails and make sure there's no bubbles. Then you're going to take your LED, one of your LEDs, and you're going to, you can break them, but gently stretch the legs apart. This is my long leg. This is my short leg. Stretch the legs apart. Make it do a split. So you're going to stretch your legs apart. And then you're going to tape it down both sides, long leg on the positive side, short leg on the negative side. You're going to tape it down, and then you're going to take your battery, your 3 volt battery. You're going to put the texture side down. Negative side goes down, positive side faces up. And when you tape it off, make sure you leave enough over. This is your on and off switch so that you can have enough to make your circuit work. So lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off. Okay, so it's your turn. And then one last thing about playing with paper circuits and making paper circuits today is that there's one other little thing in your kit, and it is a paper heart circuit. So you can make your own. And we're going to do more with arts and crafts. So I haven't colored mine in yet, but it's a great opportunity to tell someone at your house how much you love them. Color it in, put a message on it. We're going to reuse the battery. And then on the back side, there are instructions. Again, you're going to take your tape, you're going to tape it off, And then you're going to leave enough tape to overhang the back of the battery. Positive side down, negative side up, texture side up. And you have your own little Valentine. All right. First assignment. Let's go.